It's kind of a turnaround Tuesday in the markets, at least for the outside equities. That's where we saw them on the open skyrocket, the Dow gaining nearly 1,000 points. But after the open, then they started to fade lower throughout the day. Now, the Fed did announce yesterday afternoon that they're going to start buying in corporate bonds in a very wide and diverse portfolio, showing that they're still going to keep throwing cash in the U.S. economy despite the fact that their balance sheet has now grown to $7.2 trillion and will likely continue to increase. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell testified before the Senate saying that the U.S. economy can fully recover, but first people need to make sure that they have no fear of the coronavirus to get out there and start spending money. Now, with this, the U.S. Treasury bonds became more of a safe haven buy versus the U.S. dollar. Many analysts pointing out that the Fed's statements and continued stimulus towards the U.S. economy more bearish for the dollar in the long run. Now, in the grain trade, that's where we couldn't quite mount that full turnaround Tuesday, and the overnight trade was mostly higher following the latest crop progress numbers, which show decreasing crop conditions for corn and soybeans. Wheat harvest continues to roll right along, but topsoil and subsoil moisture were key as they took more double-digit losses, along with last week's double-digit losses, in the adequate to surplus ratings across several key Midwestern states. Now, after the open, that's where we started to see a spread set up of buying the corn, which the funds were super short going into the week. Then they started selling against the wheat as it succumbs to harvest pressure and generally an okay crop. We'll see December new crop corn futures settle 342 3/4. November new crop soybeans settle 873 even. July Chicago wheat settle at 496 and July Kansas City wheat settle at 438 1/4. In the livestock trade, that ended mixed on the day with once again cattle higher and lean hogs lower. That really opened up the live cattle lean hog spread, which analysts say could continue to open that spread further given some technical support that it achieved today. August live cattle will settle at $96.77. August feeder cattle will settle $32.87, and July lean hogs will settle at $49.65. That is a check here of your closing markets on this Tuesday, June the 16th. I'm Clay Patton. Have a great afternoon. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow.